Miami Hurricanes go to Dallas and cop a L. 26-20 to the SMU Mustangs. Unless some miracle happens, postseason is over with for the Miami Hurricanes. Real quick, I'll just go through this and then I'll bring my guest on here, man. Box score, we had 433 total yards to their 388. We had 274 passing to their 365, 159 rushing to their 23 yards, which they got only in overtime. They were actually negative 2 yards rushing going into overtime. The biggest stat out of all the rest of these is 12 penalties. We had 12 penalties for 96 yards, and we had the ball 5 more minutes than they did. So, and we threw 2 interceptions, one that just busts us across the head. Let me go and bring in Bagman 12. What's going on, bro?
I thought Halloween was over. The trick is on us. And for all intents and purposes, this season is in the toilet. If you believe in miracles, yeah, it may be some. But this is bad, bad, bad. Bad, bad, bad. And to make matters worse, we go and we lose to a former players and former coaches, former assistants. De'Aaron King, TBD, Ruben Baines brothers there. It's a problem. And I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna fix it. My concern right now, I'm gonna tell everybody what my concern, to be honest with you, is keeping the talent that we do have. We got to be able to keep Malachi, and that's my main concern right now. What do we do to keep him? Because at this particular point in time, I don't know if anyone wants to stick around with this. It's unreal.
Yeah. I just look at the 12 and I say, I don't want to be the I told you so guy. But I told y'all, I seen a pattern forming. Unfortunately, it bit us earlier in the season than it did last year when I told a pattern was forming. And the only thing we're going to walk out with this season is state championship shirts. That's it. That's not even a real stat. Shout out to Fred that sent us these shirts, and I thank you for it, Fred. But that's not even a real thing. And at the end of the day, these patterns been forming and forming and forming. And we've acknowledged them. We talked about them. And we even brought up penalties. And penalties killed us. We were on the 20-yard line. 2 penalties took us back to the 45-yard line. 2 penalties took us back to the 45-yard line. We begin penalties always at big moments. Yeah, I know that they didn't call some ours, but I'm not worried about what happened on their side. I'm worried about what we can't control. We can't control what a ref does, but we can't control the discipline part of jumping off sides. Being on the 20, that's 3 points. That's a field goal. 4 and out, we don't get one on 4th and 1, and I'll do the good, bad, and ugly and so forth. But 12, when I look at this, it's disgusting, dog. It's really sad. And the reason it's disgusting is because the reason this is so disgusting, because Mario Cristobal, in my opinion, well, no, this is a fact, has definitely had more resources than any coach prior to him. Has way more to do, had way more to deal with, and perform less. And for people that's going to say, oh, well, I mean, a 10-2 season is still good, please go slap yourself. That means you have mediocre and you are a subpar fan, especially when it comes to expectations. I'm just calling it what it is. Because you can't tell me we don't have much more talent than these folks. You cannot win games in turnover differential, which we just gave up, and you cannot win games losing the penalty battle. We gave up almost 100 yards in penalties. That's a touchdown within itself. That's a touchdown within itself. And I said earlier in the season, I love all of the things that Mario Cristobal does. But we have to eliminate just that, the buts. And this has been the but. This has been the but. And I guess, 12, what I'm saying is the things that is our mission statement, we're not accomplishing in year 4. Usually year 3, you state your mission statement. Year 2, you work on it. Year 3, you've established it. Year 4, you execute it.
Let me chime in, Coach. Shout out to Smiley. And this is the part that makes my heart hurt. The quarterback couldn't even run, dog. The quarterback couldn't even run. The man leg is broke, sprained. Shout out to Smiley watching the game and letting us know what's going on. I don't understand. But let me just go back and say this. One thing, when we look at, we called it in the beginning. Earlier, we were cautioning about X, Y, and Z. This is, the guys kind of got on me. And we started to see patterns and chinks in the armor. But at the end of the day, we all say it this way: you get what you pay for. And let me explain what I mean by that. We went out and got Mario Cristobal. Yeah, he won games. Yeah, he won games, right? He was a winning coach at Oregon. That's his resume. Let's be honest. Winning coach at Oregon. But he never won the big one. He never seemed to be able to win the big games. And that's what's happening right now. We cannot win the big games. The coaching down the stretch was atrocious. I'm going to just be honest with you. Let me give you an example. We'll probably talk about this during the game. But even when the penalty get killed us when we had a 4th and 7, and we called a timeout, and 12 still hit the quarterback, right, roughing the passer.
Mm-hmm.
Even at that standpoint, why are you waiting right before the ball is snapped to call a timeout in that environment? That's bad coaching. You saw the offense at least 10 seconds before you called a timeout. If you're going to call a timeout, coach, call it then. Call it then. So we're going to blame 12, which, yeah, he gets some blame for it. But one thing about Miami, we've always been this way, but in the past, we had the talent, we had the speed, we had the gall, and we had all that, the bravado to overcome stuff like this. We can't do that anymore. And we are not playing smart football. Very undisciplined, where other teams seem to have their discipline down pat. And it goes against us every time. So at the end of the day, this is nothing new for Mario Cristobal. 10-2, whatever he was at Oregon, never really won a big game, and we can't seem to do it now. So I'm upset, but at the end of the day, and guess what? Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. We better make sure that this team don't give up on Mario, because Clemson, I just saw Clemson. They were winning. They just lost. They just Duke came back and beat them by $1. So this game, it just shows a lot. It shows a lot about who we are. And quite frankly, everybody, I don't think we want to go to the playoffs or ACC championship to get embarrassed. I'm about to cancel my ticket in my hotel right now. It's a done deal. It's over. We playing for next year. We plan not to get players hurt. We playing for next year. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, I'll just say this, like I said before we do it. I appreciate y'all. Y'all see how quick I love y'all, Kane fan. Y'all meet the expectation and then you exceed it. Listen, we already at 575 people watching, 229 likes. I thank y'all for that. Thank you. Real quick, man, Brother Jay for the 1999. Much love. This one hurts. Coaching staff got to change, while Mario needs an evaluation of himself and the direction of the team is going to change is a must. Also, for the $20. Mr. Prime, SMU had bad pass coverage and we couldn't drop bombs. I don't know how to say that, man, so I'm just going to call you 628, bro. I appreciate it for the $20. Coach, I think we fans need to be honest with ourselves. Mario is not a championship coach. This team consistently undisciplined each and every week. We have to understand everything starts and ends with the head coach. True story. True story. And Edward Lawler, 199, losing 2 games this year by INT is a headache. And let me say this, perfect segue. At no point, I won't say I would not have called a pass play, but at no point would I call a pass play across the middle. Carson Beck has struggled. I brought this up in his breakdown of his lowlights and highlights. I don't know why he gets so many passes batted down, but he does. That's one. Second, right there in that red zone area, when it's real tight in the middle there, he doesn't do a good job throwing the ball there. He does a better job throwing it towards the perimeter. Also, we didn't do anything from a creative standpoint, any shift, any motion. Once you do those things, and I always talk about it, you get the defense confused. If you just line up and look pretty, they like, okay, I got it. But if I shift a guy, motion a guy, go 3x1 to 2x2, now they have to communicate. Then there is a chance that there's going to be a lack of communication on their part. This right here within that overtime cut, that's where there's a section on your play sheet just for that, just for those deals, right? And that's where I think people talk about the lack of creativity. I know Malachi Tony, I think he was a little dinged up, hurt his leg or whatever. But we have some other guys with some speed where we could have tested perimeter. We could have truly tested perimeter. He's not the only one that can run the outside zone. Pringle can run it. We got other receivers that can run it. But we did continue to put the ball in the arms or in the hands of a guy that has a tendency to cause us harm. And that's part of coaching as well, too. You have to know what's hitting and what's not hitting. Don't ask the guy that's – and I can't say Carson Beck had a bad game. It wasn't outstanding, but it wasn't a bad game. You know, that interception he threw, that clearly wasn't on him. It just came up out of JoJo's hands. But I guess I'm tired of looking at the opportunities that we have and we squander them away with bull crap. Dog. We have not yet lost to a team that was better than us. Just better than us. You know what I'm saying? They were just better. Like that team was just better than us. Then I wouldn't even be mad. But to look at these opportunities that squandered away year after year after year after year, dog. I'm not a pain free. I can't keep beating my head against the wall, think I'm going to knock some sense into my head. You understand me? I'm just not going to do it. And I just can't do it. 12, let me ask you this. We got 602 people in the building. I appreciate you. Like I said, go ahead and hit the like, share, subscribe button as you come on in. Everybody that's donated. Oh, we got a couple more right here. Man, y'all rocking tonight, man. I appreciate it. Shake 9968 for the $20. Man, coach in 12, I'm tired and disgusted. I'm disappointed. We have a talented team, but under coach game day wise. We are overcompensating or compensated, but we some way, somehow underperform. I'm sick, coach. And that's just what I'm talking about. And self-help 199. Hashtag Nevin was right. Well, yeah, we worried about banning dudes coming to the stadium. Anyway, I'll leave that alone. Maximus Mac for the $5. This was not a big game. This was an easy game. He does this every year with a mediocre opponent, MTSU, GT, and Syracuse all over again. Again, that's the butt that we should have tried to eliminate. And again, we have 30 coaches on our staff. 30. That's including analysts who are coaches. They're not GAs. They ain't pimple popping dudes trying to get into coaching. They are established coaches. 30, dog. It used to be 9 plus the head coach. Then they up to the 10 plus the head coach. Now it's unlimited. Unlimited. We damn near have 2-3 coaches per position. Two to three coaches per position. Except the quarterback coach. I'm still looking for his ass. Can somebody please tell me who the quarterback coach is? Somebody, anybody, scream. Let me know.
Got a couple donos.
Yeah. Mike in the building. Bartell 49 super sticker. Thank you. James $20. 27 Kane. Oh, thank you, 27 Kane. Pittsburgh coach, can you call plays? We need someone with a killer instinct. Unacceptable. Want to play bully ball too much. J Mill for the 49.99 super sticker. Measy, what's up, baby? 199. We have to lead the nation in false starts. We do. And I actually had somebody send me, buddy of mine sent me that we lead the position that leads us in penalties is the O-line. O-line. And iPhone Kane. 499. Mario got to realize that ball control offense he won at Bama with ain't going to win these days.
Let me say this. Shout out to all about everybody who donated, everybody here. 626. We rocking and rolling. I ain't showing my face no more this year. This what y'all gonna get. So if coach want to fire me, he can. I'm not showing my face no more this year. Unless them likes come up, unless coach tell me he can put me to the side, unless he coach me. I am not showing my face. I am not showing my face. All right. Unless y'all gonna pay to see my face. I don't want to. I'm coming in just like this. Unless me and coach have a heart to heart. Let me tell you what I noticed, coach.
Talk to me.
We have talented players, but even at the running back position, we don't got that get missing running back. Do you feel me on that?
Yeah. Keep talking. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So my point is, even with Brown and Fletch, they could run the ball, but some of these holes, they there. We need that running back who can get missing, who can hit the hole and keep going. And so we have talent, but I think we're just a little shy. We need those players who, the Jeremiah Smiths, those guys who win, they're straight dogs. I'm not saying we don't have good players, but even at the running back position, Fletch is good. He's a bruiser. We need a scat. We need a scat back. We need somebody who can hit the hole and keep it moving. All right.
I just took the flag down, dog. I just took it down from outside. I had to take it down.
Yeah.
I can't.
You should. You should. And we're missing that type of that player on our team, because even in overtime, Marty Brown missed the hole. I think it's Brown, right? Brown missed the hole. Yeah. If we had a running back who could move through there, that's 6 points. Then let's get back to coaching. We don't even take a shot. And somebody put in chat, but I had that on my notes as well. We got 25 seconds left, coach. We playing like we scary. We got 25 seconds left, coach. And that's why you have to put a lot of this on coaching. 25 seconds left. This man plays for overtime. We have no momentum. We're at home. He plays, and a timeout. He plays for overtime. That's unacceptable. And I don't know what the post game is gonna be, but that's unacceptable. I was talking to the homie Jamel back and forth, bro. On a 3rd and 1s, we got all the defense inside the hash. This man refuses to run a toss sweep or a quarterback boot or a pitch out to get us to the outside. Is unacceptable. I just don't understand. I don't understand what the coaches are seeing sometimes when we're watching the game. We're like, bro, this is not rocket science. It's an easy fix. Last year, yeah. Cam, that's why it was different. Our offense could score 40. This year, after a while, we can't win games scoring 20 points. We can't win games scoring 24 points, especially when other teams are scoring as well. So it's going to be a long rest of the season. We still got a couple more games. What are we going to do, coach? Like, what is the approach moving forward? What are we playing for now? What is the motivation? What is the motivation? And quiet as it's kept.
Pop-Tart Bowl again, 10-2. Right back here, we'll be playing right in Orlando. We'll be playing a Big Ten team or something like that. We'll be playing Iowa State like we did. Get our head knocked off because all the players going to want to go to the draft. Carson Beck not going to play, so we're going to see Emory Williams again. It's like watching Groundhog Day. I've seen this movie, bro.
Same cycle. And here's another thing I want to mention as well. What we got to stop doing. We're paying and we're not getting the results from paying these players. We got it from Cam. And what Cam did his thing. We got our money out of Cam, 100%. This year, somebody said it in the chat. We need to go ahead and find out where we can get that $4 million back. And because it's not panning out. And I'm not putting everything on them, but it didn't feel like that from the beginning. And it's not feeling like that now. I get it. But we have to go ahead and get our quarterback who we can groom and we can be who's a stud from the beginning. Forget grabbing these guys who want the money, they want the money. They want the money. They don't want no respect. They don't want no power. They don't want no wins. And that's from me coming, right? They're not you guys, right? He's a Georgia guy. He ain't a you guy. Let's draft. Let's go recruit. Let's go recruit the players we want. Come on, man. It's ridiculous.
Well, let me say this, man, so we can get into this phone line. Like I say, 667 in the building. I appreciate it. Right, real quick, man. D up for the 1-9. Mario gonna give us the same BS speech at press. Yeah, I hear it. I mean, coach speak. BW for the 1999 with 25 seconds left in the game and one timeout. Why not try to get in the field goal range and kick a field goal?
Exactly.
I mean, like I said, 25 seconds. Our defense playing well. You launch it down the field. Whatever, man. Fuck it, man. Prime, Mr. Prime for the $2. We have them. Pringles. Yeah, I know. We got. That's what I was saying about. I was talking about getting the guy with the end around.
Yeah.
We scored 50 with the penalties. With a better defense. With a better offensive coordinator. Thank you for the $5, Carlos. And Yella, you trust Bet with 25 seconds. I think that's the deal, though. Really, though, Yella, it's only 25 seconds, right?
Exactly.
So it's not like they need a field goal. What we're just trying to say is give yourself an opportunity to go down and make a play, man. Sometimes you got to just go out there and just go for the gusto, because when we were in overtime, hell, we still, in my opinion, was super conservative, right? Let's play. Leave it all on the line, because this is literally do or die. As they say, burn the ships. Burn the ships. You're not going back home. This is going to be our new home. You have no outlet. When you get off that ship, burn it. We don't have no way back home. So we got to either survive or die right here on this island. And that's just what it was. We go into Dallas, and that's just what it's going to be. And so you get frustrated and all of that stuff, but the signs were there, bro. They've been there. They've been there. And I've been talking about it. I'm just a dude sitting in a room with a microphone. I'm just a dude sitting in a room with a microphone, bro.